Okay guys, I got my U-bolts in from Rock Auto. These are the original 2000 Explorer U-bolts. And then what I did was I came over on this side where we had it mocked up with the C-clamp right here. And I put two of them on, and I used the Explorer bottom bracket right here. And everything is sitting really nice right now. So I think this is exactly how I want it. I ended up taking 3 of the littlest leaves off. So there's a little one about 5 inches, then one probably 10 inches, and then one probably 18 inches that went under here. And now I've got probably a 24-inch one is the littlest one under here. But with that, taking those little 3 short ones off, it's perfect. And we'll have to see how it rides. Now that I've got these bolted on, I've got room for one more back under there. If I wanted to put that 18 back under there, make it a little stiffer, I could do it. So I'll fine-tune the ride of this once we get the weight on it. And I see how much I need here to C-notch. I'll be C-notching the frame right here in another video to give this a little more room to bounce up and down. So what I've done here is I went ahead and took the brakes off, including the emergency brake shoes that were in here. They were toast. You can see they delaminated and kind of came apart. This thing's sat in a wrecking yard for a few years under a car, so it was down in the mud. So that came off. All the springs and everything were rusted, so I got all new everything that goes in here. Now this is bent a little bit because when you're handling this rear end in a wrecking yard without the wheel on it, this is what hits, is this little rain guard and splash guard. So it's bent a little bit, so I'm going to get that off with these 4 bolts, straighten it all up. But the axles have to come off first. Get this thing cleaned up. I'm going to sandblast all this, paint it all POR black, and we'll put it all back together. Here we go. Alright guys, I got the leaf springs off, and I wanted to record this so I'd remember how it went, but this is the front of the passenger side, right side, rear leaf spring. It has 2 of these little pup type anti-friction things, and there's 3 on the back. And then this shows where I took a couple of them off right here, so it kind of shows that longer bolt sticking through. And remember, I think I'm gonna put one more back on because I had plenty of thread on my U-bolts to put one more back on, keep it a little stiffer in the back. Now what I'm gonna do is I got the 2 leaf springs off. Here's the other spring pack, and this is the full spring pack. You see I still got these 3 bottom ones on there that I took off of the other one, so I think I can go back and just remove 2. Sticking through, put some penetrating oil on that so that I can get it undone. And then I put the wheels just with 2 lug nuts back on the rear ends hanging under there, and that way I can just wheel it out to the shop and sandblast it. So I'm about to get with it. Okay, when I'm rolling this, I can definitely feel the limited slip. When I was trying to turn it like this, it really kind of doesn't want to do that, but it lets you do it. So pretty cool. I mean, I didn't hear any kind of weird grinding or anything in the differential, so that's great. But look, if I grab this, you see how they both roll, and they're on uneven surface right here. So normally, see, if I did that right there, I could get that one to go forward and this one to go back. But if it was completely open. But it's not an open differential, it's a limited slip, which is going to be perfect for this truck. Alright, I just kind of clamped on some boards right here so I can roll this thing out when we get turned around. And, again, it doesn't like that right there a little bit, that limited slip. Let's get it. So now I can just guide this down to the shop. Texas Knowhow for you right there. close enough to my shop. And it's out here in the grass. That sand can just go down in the grass. Alright, so I'm putting sand in the sandblaster. And I've got an old screen just laying here on my lawnmower and across this thing with a funnel. This is why, I'm going to shake this. This is why you use a screen. You see all that? All of those big pieces were in there. You just can't process that through this sandblaster, so you don't want it to go in there. Alright, let's see if we can get over there and really working well. It's hard to tell right here probably from the camera, but I don't want to get my camera over there too close, so I'm going to shut it down. Well, I ran out of sand. I'm going to have to run up to Tractor Supply and get some more sand. It's actually, I think, crushed granite, real fine crushed granite. Alright, there you go. That's really got a lot of sandblasting on it. I probably sandblasted for the better part of an hour, but I went ahead and took the wheels off, and I was able to get inside here real good. I mean, it almost looks like it's painted silver, but it's just, you know, that's what sandblasting does to steel. You can clean up these tags real good. Tells the type of oil. 75W140 synthetic only, and this is the tag on it. So you can see it's that, if you look that up, it should be the limited slip. Anyway, had some pretty deep rust right here where that little tag was. Funny enough, that piece of plastic tag wrapped around it trapped moisture, and it rusts a lot worse right there. But I was able to get down in here, so that's all clean. The axle housing, just get them real clean. I even got inside these axles here, cleaned up these words, so everything will paint back up real nice. These are the brake supports. Clean them all up. I even cleaned my threads while I was at it. I'm gonna blow it off with my leaf blower and put the wheels back on and get it in the garage tonight, because it sure will rust like that. It's been raining, but there you go.
Oh God.